This project is called The Wheels of Friendship, and it was started through Michaela's voice. Michaela is 18 years old, mainstreamed into a regular ed classroom. She's a senior now, and she has significant disabilities. She's in a wheelchair, and this is part of Michaela's transition plan that she goes out into the community and spreads information about inclusion and including everyone in education. In Riverside now, especially in our kindergarten class, we have a variety of students, many of whom have disabilities of varying kinds. It's just very important that we be certain to acknowledge their differences, but also acknowledge that we're all different and that we all can be included in everything in different ways. She doesn't talk, she's blind, she's hearing impaired, she has a tube that's how she eats. And in spite of all of that, the students could be friends with her. They could include her in their classroom, in their activities. There's a book that's written about Michaela. It's called Our Friend Michaela, and it was written by the students in Michaela's third grade class. Like I said, she's a senior now, but when she was in third grade, they wrote a book about what it was like to have a friend like Michaela. She goes bowling, she's a cheerleader, she shops at the mall. She's a real person, and the message that I like best is she's valuable, she's important. And with the assistance of Michaela's friends, she's able to do all those things. So our students, with the assistance of their friends, can also do all things.
Push the big wheels. I go very fast.
Helen is not so much disabled as inconvenienced. She never lets anything get in her way. She is able to maneuver around her classroom beautifully. Her friends accommodate her in all ways. You should see her when she's in the hall in line. Out on the playground, she can play ball. They take turns. Different students like to have the honor of pushing her. It's my turn, they'll say. I want to help Helen. I want to be the one that gets to push Helen. We're all different, and we all have differences that need to be addressed and accommodated for. Helen's just happens to be more obvious.
I have to find the wheels at school.
The painting behind us is on canvas. We created it using tissue paper and decoupage, which is kind of like a glue. And we sort of roughly sketched out the design, and then all the students in kindergarten came up with their paintbrushes and their glue and put the various pieces of tissue paper down. And then the really cool part was when Helen got to use her wheelchair.
I painted the Green Mountain with my wheelchair. I wheel on it. And my mommy came.
If you look, you can see these dark lines here and up there. They were all actually made by the wheels on a wheelchair. And they've actually had art exhibits where they gather the various pictures that they've created and display them. They've displayed them at the Crayola factory in Easton, and it was quite an amazing thing to see.
My friends and I paint the wheelchair. They paint on the painting chair. Happy.
She's so energetic. She embraces life in every way. She's just an amazing person and a good friend to all the students in her class. You don't want anyone to be excluded just because they're different.